I mean, as you can see by the smudges on my windows and dirt on the floor, life doesn't have to be perfect to be good. So they kind of strip it down, right, to the bare bones of what really matters in life, kids with disabilities. They make you see that all the other stuff is sort of just fluff, and just friendship and fulfillment is really all that you need. Can we do some circles?
Oh, thank God, yeah, please.
Well, how about some yellow? Can you do a little yellow and then we'll do glue and glitter? Okay.
Marston is an athlete. Marston is a singer. Marston is an artist, and he's a delightful human being. Marston is 19 years old now, but he has been with Woodfords since he was 3 years old. So he is considered a long-time client, and we're proud to be able to serve him through many of our services that we offer.
Woodfords was on our first line of defense, you know, other than CDS when we got involved with, you know, his diagnosis. And the people I've met over the years have kept me sane, you know, have kept Marston sane. If you're a parent of a special needs kid, you're tired all the time. So it's nice that somebody else in your circle can kind of pick up the reins and, you know, is ready to work on things when you're sort of too low to try anymore. No, leave it there.
Let's go wash your hands.
All done, crazy pants.
This summer when we transitioned over to Woodfords Adult Services, and our caseworker, Vicki Shaw, who fortunately we've known for years through our church, it was just such a blessing to have her step into our lives in that role, especially in a transition where, quite frankly, we just weren't ready for it. And she made it, the transition, just so almost natural and seamless.
Marston is entering his adult life, and this takes concerted effort to make sure that the transition is a smooth one. There is a considerable loss of routine when adults leave high school. So it's very important for the adult providers to give Marston a sense of accomplishment and a daily routine that's meaningful for him, that stabilizes the entire family's existence.
That's so big. So I want you to grab that end of the rock. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Nice. My relationship with Marston is amazing. He makes me look forward to work every day. I don't even consider it work. I love it. He's really just a huge highlight of my life, and I've learned so much from him. Voc Rehab, Voc Services is assisting someone with a disability to go out in a career setting and work a job and experience that and gain those skills. And that's so important because it's a career, but you're also learning so many life skills and so many social skills. When we first started out, there was a lot of verbal cues that were needed. And now they've kind of formed into habits and routines. He puts his heart into everything he does here, and it's so awesome to see how he's progressed even from the beginning of the summer to now. He's much more independent, and I really think that he's really starting to enjoy it. He's at the age that a lot of people are working at, so it's an important thing to fit in with his peers and to learn the life skills that everybody his age is learning. You know, after school, jobs and careers takes up a lot of your life and kind of fills the space that school once did. You know, and also just opens up so many doors of what he can do and because he's capable of anything.
Hey! How you doing, Christian? How's school?
It's all right.
Yeah?
Another big factor in the transition into adult life for anybody is peer relationships and friendships. And it's a pleasure to work with a family who values the importance of community inclusion to avoid isolation, loneliness, and depression.
Tell Christian what you've been doing this fall. Where you been going to school? Your new school?
It's good.
You have a new school. Do you like it, Mark?
Yeah, it's best.
7th grade is where it all started. We had a few classes together, and he just seemed so much fun. He's always happy. He's always smiling, and he just looked like a fun person to be with, you know. And he looks like just like a happy spirit. So I just went to college. I'm in my 4th week, and it's just so weird being, you know, on my own. But I can't imagine, like, for Marston, change must be pretty hard for him, you know, like even just changing the spots for basketball seemed pretty hard. So I can't even compare.
When students are in high school, they have this already built-in support system and friends, and when they leave high school, sometimes it's like they have to start all over again. And it's really important that there's systems of care that can come into place, like folk rehab or adult day programs where he can go meet new people and have new experiences and new activities. So including people with disabilities is really important to build fulfilling lives for them at home and in their community.
I was so scared about the transition from late teen to adulthood. And she came in and she's like, this is when we're gonna do this, this is when we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this then. And she left that day and I felt 150% better.
Teenage years are probably scary for every parent, but especially for parents of children with disabilities and other needs. There's all these systems of care that you don't understand because you've never experienced them before. And on top of that, thinking about what their child's future looks like, what supports will be in place, what will be available to them, what will be there when they aren't there. It's not fun conversations to have about the future, but those are conversations that every family has to have, and they're hard conversations.
The future is something that Jen and I actually have a hard time talking about. The older you get, the more you get nervous about what does life look like, when we can't play as big of a role or when we're not here. And, I think it's so important to be well connected with an organization like Woodfords that will, have compassion for where we're at and help us navigate that part of the journey, but also hopefully give us some comfort in knowing that Marston will continue to have the care that he needs after we won't be able to provide so much of that.
Another thing I think I would tell new people is just embrace the help and embrace all these awesome people that have chosen to do this for a living that want to help you make your kids' life better.
I've been with Woodfords for 25 years, and I'm very proud to work for an agency that puts the clients first. Honestly, I believe that we are the ones who are honored to have the privilege to work with such an amazing family. And our call to social work and to working at Woodfords Family Services is the pleasure of meeting people like the Poore family.
It's a journey. It's been a great journey. I wouldn't trade what we've had with Marston and our family and all of our support system. It's hard to imagine anything different.